Hey everyone, this is Joanne coming to you live from New York. I'm also known as #UnicornBoss. So as you guys are jumping online tonight, go ahead and hit me up with some unicorn emojis since those are my jam. If you're grabbing me live, go ahead and leave me a number 1. And if you're catching me on the replay, go ahead and leave me a number 2. So super excited tonight, you guys. I know it's super late, but I thought I would go ahead and do some keto cooking. I was starting to feel a little bit hungry. So I found a really quick and easy recipe that you can put together in a pinch, and it's called chicken parm casserole. So how many of you guys enjoy chicken parm? If you do, go ahead and comment chicken parm below. I'm going to show you a great easy way to keto-fy this. I haven't made this recipe yet, so we're going to go ahead and learn together. So I see a bunch of you guys jumping online. Welcome. Go ahead and say hi. Leave me a number 1 if you're catching me live, and let me know where you're coming in from. And if you're catching me on the replay, go ahead and leave me a number 2. By the way, if you're a brand new friend, don't forget to comment new below so that way I can circle back around and say hi to you. I love to connect with my brand new friends, so make sure you go ahead and say new below. And if you're keto, don't forget to comment keto below and let me know how long you've been on the journey. So if you're brand new to me, welcome. My name is Joanne. I've been keto a little bit over 1 year now. I'm down 60 pounds and I just love the keto lifestyle, and I love to share with you all how easy keto really can be. It doesn't need to be hard. So tonight we're going to be doing a chicken keto parm casserole. Sorry, I think I said that wrong. Keto chicken parm casserole, okay? So if you guys love chicken parm, go ahead and comment chicken parm. I see you, Grace. I'm glad that you grabbed me live, sweet sister. So let me say hi to a few people real quick, and then we'll go ahead and get started, you guys. I want to get cooking right away. So let's see who we've got here. Hi, Leaf. Welcome. Hi, Allie, Edna, Victoria, and Grace. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Julie. Who else we got? Stacy, Laura, Tina, Melinda, Andrew. So welcome, you guys. Super happy to have you. So if you're just jumping on now, we're doing a chicken parm casserole. This is a brand new recipe, so I haven't made this one yet. I wanted to do something quick and easy, so I actually just finished a long 60-hour extended fast. So do any of you guys do fasting? If you do, go ahead and comment fast below. So I wasn't feeling that hungry, so I was like toying around with whether I should cook or not, and then I started to feel hungry, and I was like, I need something really easy. So that's what attracted me to this recipe. It's just a few ingredients. So let me go over the macros with you real quick, and then I will go ahead and get started. Let me give Victoria a shout out though. Whew. High fives, girl. Down 8 pounds her first week. That's amazing. So I lost 6 pounds on my fast, by the way. So I'm feeling really great too. And when I'm not doing a long fast like that, I also enjoy intermittent fasting. So if you guys like fasting on keto, or if you're low carb, just comment fast below. I would love to hear about it. So, okay. So this here is, let me see, where are the macros? Okay. At the bottom here. So this is supposed to serve 6, and it's got total protein is 43.8 grams, so nice and high on the protein scale. Carbs are on the low scale, 4.2, so nice and low on carbs. Calories are 438, and the fat is pretty good. I usually prefer if it's higher, but it's good fat macros, 25.6 total grams. So remember, you guys, if you're keto, don't be afraid to eat the fat. I know for me, for my keto macros, I need to be up over 100 grams every day to really be successful and really burn that fat. So it takes fat to burn fat, so don't be afraid of the fat, as long as they're healthy fats, you guys. So that's all it is. So basically this calls for 5 cups of cooked chicken. We're gonna do some sauce and some Parmesan, some mozzarella, and some pork rinds and basil. So I'm actually gonna tweak this recipe a little bit because I had a few really great ideas about how we could make this better. I totally forgot my Parmesan too, so I just had to grab that out of the fridge. So I'm gonna tweak this a little bit. So I thought it would be really fun, instead of adding dried basil, because I don't have fresh basil right now, I thought it would be good to add a basil pesto to it to give it some flavor and also to up the fat game. So if you're shopping for pesto, just make sure you're looking at the ingredients to make sure it's keto friendly. You could of course make your own if you had all of the ingredients. But I like this one here. For every 2 2 tablespoons, you actually get 16 grams of total fat. So this is a really win in the keto game to up the healthy fat macros for this recipe and give it a lot of flavor. And everything in here is keto friendly. It's got olive oil, basil, Parmesan cheese, almonds, garlic, rosemary. So, and I picked this one because it had pine nuts and not cashews, and I think it's a better choice for keto. No sugars in here, so this is really, really good. And then I think I'm gonna also, in addition to using fresh grated mozzarella, I'm going to, I think, put a few dollups of ricotta on there as well. So just a little bit, and the ricotta, of course, is gonna give it a little bit more fat as well. It gives you 8 grams of total fat in 1/4 cup. It's also gonna change the carbs too, but to me, it's worth it. So so those are the changes that I'm looking to try in this in this recipe. So if you guys think that those are good subs, you can let me know. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw some coconut oil into my pan here. I like to cook with coconut oil. What do you guys prefer to cook with? I would love to hear about it. So just get this in here. I just feel like, I don't know, I've also cooked with olive oil, but I just really prefer the way coconut oil tends to cook. And then if you get a little extra, you can just put it on your hands because it's also really healing for your hands. So, all right, let me go ahead and turn my pan on and then we will get going here. Okay. So while I'm waiting for my pan to heat up, we're gonna pre-cook our chicken. So I have toyed with the idea of just putting this all together in the casserole without cooking the chicken, but I don't know, at the last minute I got nervous. So I'm going to go ahead and just follow the recipe. So get my spatula. Yes, you can use olive oil. Just make sure you get one that's got a high temperature rating. So some olive oils are meant for salads. So this one here tells me it's perfect for marinades, pastas, and salad dressings. It's got a lower temperature, so it can start to smoke at a certain level and go rancid. So this here I wouldn't want to cook with. I usually put this on my salad or sprinkle it over my avocado if I'm having a nice healthy set snack. So as long as you've got the high temp olive oil for cooking, that would be fine. Yeah, I see all the comments, coconut or olive oil. Hi, Bethany, welcome. Hi, Shauna. By the way, if you guys love my page and you have a lot of fun here and you learned lots of things about keto, please go ahead and give this video a quick share. I so appreciate your love and support. Okay, so just throwing my chicken in. Looks like it could have warmed up just a little bit longer, but I'll sit here and chat with you guys while we're waiting. I probably should have pre-cooked my chicken, but I wanted to go ahead and just get online as quickly as possible because it was getting really late. So what did everybody have for their keto dinner tonight? I would love to hear about it. Turn this up a little bit. So, by the way, while I'm waiting for you guys to comment and tell me about your day, a few things that I've got here. So, the recipe calls for crushed pork rinds for the top of the casserole. So, I've got here my keto-friendly breadcrumbs. So, for those of you that follow my page and you see all my cooking, I've got the recipe for this. I can link you guys to it after. But doesn't it look like real breadcrumbs? So these taste really delicious. You would never know it's not a real breadcrumb, but these are crushed pork rinds. There's some Parmesan in here and some spices and things. So I'm gonna use this instead of just the plain pork rinds that the recipe calls for. So let's see here. Thanks for sharing, Bethany. She said she had grilled chicken and an avocado salad. That's awesome. I actually found a really great recipe for a little avocado pepperoni salad. What do you guys think? Does that sound amazing? So I think we're gonna make that tomorrow on my page as long as things don't get crazy here. So I'm just gonna give this stuff a quick salt and pepper while it's cooking. Right? I think that recipe is going to be good. So make sure you guys swing back tomorrow. I think I'm going to do that recipe, especially now that I just came fresh off of my fast. I'm really trying to stick to strict keto and eat nice, high, healthy, clean fats and keep my diet nice and clean. I actually went through a little bit of a detox today because of my fast. So I'm trying to also be gentle on my body as well. So So I think that nice salad will be delicious. It calls for fresh mozzarella in there, and I was thinking about putting in some cucumbers as well. You could almost have it for lunch. It would be amazing. So Grace said she's trying to stay warm in Michigan. Oh my gosh, you poor thing. Tina had steak, mushrooms, and buttery broccoli. Oh, that sounds amazing. Grace, you can't have avocado? How come? So it's, I'm from New York, in case you guys don't know, so we had some snow as well. So I'm not as cold as some of you Michigan and Wisconsin girls. I know some of you guys have like below 0 temps, but it's pretty cold here too. So I had to go out. I did a silly thing. I went out and moved my car in a foot of snow, and I was just like, I ran out in my jammies real quick because I just wanted to get the car out of the parking lot. And so yeah, that was kind of silly of me. But so we're just pre-cooking our chicken. This is nothing special here, you guys. And then once this is cooked, we're gonna assemble our casserole. So this is gonna be really quick and easy. I'm just gonna do like another round of salt and pepper here. Give it a little flavor. Victoria says she can't stand the cold. All right, Grace said it's -2, but temps are below 20. Girl, I know what that's like. Believe it or not, I lived in Montreal, Canada for a little while. So I don't speak a lick of French, by the way, either. Don't ask me that story. That's for another day. But you know, I'm very familiar with the 50 below 0 and the 6 to 8 foot of snow. So I know what that's like. I also went to college for a little bit in upstate New York near Pottersville, which is just a few hours from Canada. It's right across the border. So yeah, I know what that can really be like, where you have to breathe through your sweater just so you don't freeze your lung hairs. Hi Erica, welcome. So as you guys are popping on, go ahead, say hi. Feel free to share with me what you had for your keto dinner tonight. For those of you just jumping on, we're making a chicken parm casserole. I always forget what the name of the recipe is, so. All right, give me one more stir here. Probably another minute or two and this will be done, you guys. So thanks for sticking with me. So by the way, if you have any keto questions, feel free to go ahead and ask me while we're kind of waiting for this part of the recipe to be over. If I know the answer, I'm happy to answer for you. Hi Tammy, welcome sweet sister. By the way, if you guys aren't in my secret keto recipe group yet, if you'd like to be a part of my group, you can go ahead and comment group below and I'll get you an invite after. They cancel school so far every day. Oh no, where do you live, Grace? If you don't mind my asking. That sounds rough. Although I'm sure the kids are happy, but I'm sure the parents are bouncing off the walls with the kids home. God, I used to live for snow days when I was going to school. That was like the best thing ever. You could just go right back to sleep or you could go out and play in the snow. So how's everybody doing on their health goals for 2019? Are you guys sticking to your keto? Is anybody struggling? If you're struggling or if you're feeling overwhelmed, you can comment struggle or overwhelmed below. I would love to see if I can go back around and help anybody on their keto journey. I was doing really well in December. I hadn't gained hardly any weight at all. I actually lost 4 pounds, was doing really good. And then I don't know what happened when January hit. I started really strong, but then I got sick, and I was sick for like 5 or 6 days. And I don't know about you guys, but I comfort eat when I'm sick. So I ate a lot of ice cream. I'll be real, you guys, because my throat was hurting so bad. I just like couldn't deal with it. So I gained back a few pounds, which was why I really wanted to do my fast, because I wanted to reset myself and get my body back under control. So it felt really good to finish my fast today and lose 6 pounds and get rid of the bloat and like have control over those sugar cravings again. So Michigan, oh my goodness, yes, it's cold out there in Michigan. I had a few roommates from college that were from Michigan, and they would tell me the stories. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. I think I'm gonna give it like 1 more minute, and I think we can drain it then and start to assemble the casserole. It doesn't really need to be 100% fully cooked because I'm gonna bake it, but I don't know why. The recipe said to pre-cook this, so I just was following instructions. I was half tempted to just throw it in raw and assemble the casserole and see what happens, just because I'm lazy. So, real life, you guys, but I'm gonna set a timer for like 2 minutes. And let me grab the strainer so we can get ready for the next step. What did I do for a fast? So usually once a month I do a 60-hour fast. So I do an extended fast for a little over 3 days, just under 3 days. And it really just helps reset your metabolism and feel awesome. And especially if I've had a bad month and I feel like I'm addicted to sugar at all, I like to do an extended fast like that because it really helps to kill those sugar cravings. So I really love it. Like right now, I feel awesome. I've got lots of great energy. I feel like the clean ketosis burning hard in my system, so it feels really good. But when I'm not doing an extended fast like that, I usually do intermittent fasting. So I like to do 16-8. So I fast for usually from dinner all the way till like, you know, usually 1 or 2 o'clock the next day to like lunchtime. So I usually have a late lunch because I eat a late dinner. So can you make mayo from scratch with olive oil? Okay, I actually think you can. I'll see if I can find a recipe for you. I actually have never made my own mayo, but I know it's really easy to do. It's not that hard. Okay, so we're almost done here. So once this is done, I'm gonna strain it, and then we're gonna begin to assemble our casserole. So I'm gonna put the chicken in there. We're gonna put some sauce, some fresh mozzarella, and I'm gonna doll it up with some of that basil pesto and add the keto-friendly breadcrumbs on top. So what do you guys think? Doesn't it sound like a really good, yummy, easy recipe? I just love casseroles. Do you guys like casseroles? They're just, especially with this kind of weather, they're so hearty and comforting when it's cold outside. So I have tons of dessert recipes on my page, you guys. So I did sour cream muffins. What else do I have? One of my favorites are the chocolate no-bake peanut butter cookies, so those are amazing. I also did snickerdoodles and a bunch of other stuff. So make sure if you're not following me, go ahead and send me a friend request and hit follow. If you click down here, you can do follow and see first, and then up here at the top you can turn on the live notifications so that way you know when I'm going live to cook. So let me go ahead and get this strained, you guys, and I'll be right back. So I just want to take a quick peek at the recipe to see how we're supposed to build this casserole. So, oh my gosh, I've got an air fryer too. I did a bunch of air fryer recipes as well, so you can check those out as well. Okay, so once we cook our chicken, it says to put them in the casserole dish and then pour over the tomato sauce and then sprinkle it with mozzarella and the Parmesan and then the pork rinds. So let's go ahead and start building our casserole here. This is like my favorite part. So okay, So I've just got a small casserole dish. By the way, the recipe called to use 5 cups of cooked chicken. So I wasn't sure exactly how much chicken that would be. So I had about 2.25 pounds. So that's what I went ahead and used when I cooked this. Let me make sure you guys can see. Okay, right there, looks pretty good. Oops, you guys are falling off the counter. Hold on, I'm sorry about that. All right, let me go ahead and get my chicken added. So that seems like enough chicken here for this casserole dish. Maybe just a smidgen too much chicken. So this I cooked, they were very large chicken breasts. They were on sale. So this was 4 breasts, just to give you an idea. Okay. So next we're gonna do 1 cup of no sugar added marinara or pasta sauce. I normally really enjoy the Bertolli rustic cut, sorry, I said that totally wrong. Bertolli rustic cut brand. I just really enjoy the way that tastes, and it's super low in carbs. I couldn't find that one last time I went shopping, so this is a brand new one that I've been trying. It's the Classico Organic, and it says right here, no sugar added. So that's what you're really looking for when you're doing spaghetti sauce. There is always gonna be sugar in sauce because the fruit of the tomato has natural sugars in it, but you're just making sure that there is no added sugars. So when I look at this, this is just tomatoes. It's got organic onions, olive oil, sea salt. It's got some bell peppers and garlic and basil in here. So this is definitely good for your keto journey. So it says to do 1 cup. Okay, so I'm going to just give this a stir so that way all of our chicken, ooh, hopefully I won't get sauce all over me. You guys, I'm a hot mess in the kitchen, so I know that's why y'all like to watch me for all the blooper things that go wrong, but that's okay. Should probably, hold on. Let me switch to a spoon. Be a little bit easier. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm just gonna do a little bit more. I just don't want like no sauce on top here. So I'm just gonna cover some of these pieces of chicken just a little bit more. Okay. That looks pretty good. So now I think I'm just gonna do a few, and this is an add-on to the recipe, so this is just me improvising. So this isn't gonna be configured in the macros, but I'm probably going to, if I really love this, and I really enjoy the way it tastes, because this is gonna give you additional fat, if I love it, I'll reconfigure the macros for you guys, so you can try it too. So I'm just gonna do just a few slabs, probably like 1/4 cup, not a ton, just a little bit of ricotta in here. And I'm also going to add some of that pesto, the basil pesto that I was talking about. Rather than doing dried basil, I think this will give some really nice flavor to the dish, and it's also got a lot of fat, so it will be really good as well. So I'm just gonna stir this. This is a brand new jar. So I've got all of that oil sitting on the top, so I just want to stir this around a little bit. Oh my God, it looks so good. I love pesto. Do you guys enjoy pesto? Of course, you could make your own, you guys. This is just a nice, quick, and easy add-on that I thought would be great to put on this dish. So I'll try and keep track how much we're adding that way. All right, so I did three teaspoons. So that way when I go to put it in the macros later, it makes sense for you guys. What do you think? Doesn't it look delicious? And now let's go ahead and put on our mozzarella. So I've got 2 cups of fresh mozzarella here. I might not need 2 cups. The recipe called for how much? 1.5 cups. So I usually always throw a little extra in there just because I feel like sometimes I need it. So that's looking pretty good. And you're supposed to do a cup of grated cheese as well. So I actually forgot to measure it out. So I'm just gonna, of course, you guys, you would want to try and use fresh grated Parmesan if you can. I just don't have any right now. So we're just gonna roll with the punches. So, but if you want to be strict keto, you always want to grate your own Parmesan and your own cheese. So that way you're not dealing with the potato starches and some of the non-keto ingredients that are in the pre-processed cheese. So I'm just going to do this roughly because my measuring cup is dirty. But usually a few palmfuls is close to a cup. So, and we could always put more on after. So I'm gonna do another layer of mozzarella, and then I'm gonna top it with our keto-friendly breadcrumbs. Just make sure everything's nice and covered. Have no pieces sticking out. Okay, looks pretty good. Well, there's hardly any left. Let me just dump it in. So now I'm just gonna sprinkle some of those keto-friendly breadcrumbs on top. And the great thing about this, you guys, is it's gonna give you some additional fat from the breadcrumbs, which is gonna really help up the macros for the recipe. So I know this really isn't an exact science. It said to just sprinkle it on top, but that looks awesome. Cool. So what do you guys think of the recipe? Doesn't it look amazing? I think it looks super yummy and delicious. It's totally, definitely like a fancy chicken parm Italian dish to me. So I think it's gonna be really yummy and delicious. So I'm gonna bake this right now. 350 degrees is what the recipe calls for. Let me see how many minutes. 350 for 25 minutes. So I'm gonna check mine at 20 minutes because my oven cooks super hot so that way I don't burn it. But I always do a live taste test on my page and provide you guys with some feedback after. So make sure you swing back to my page. I know it's getting late, so if you want to check back tomorrow, you certainly can. And don't forget, if you haven't followed me yet, go ahead and give me a quick follow. If you enjoyed the video, give it a quick share and shout out the recipe. And if you want to be a part of my secret recipe group, go ahead and comment group below and I'll get you guys a quick ad. So thanks for joining me tonight. Happy keto. I hope you have a great night. I'll be back to chat with you again soon. Take care.